Welcome to DJ Barbecue. I'm Christian Stevenson, teaming up with Master Butchers, Donald Russell. Now, if you're going to the supermarket, you're missing out on the most flavorsome cuts of meat, and that's what we've got here. Sharing steaks, look at that fat. Lamb racks, red deer racks, woo! Short rib trim. All my chefy friends, they want to cut these out between the beef ribs. This is ribeye cap roast. The rump pav or rump heart. It's like the fillet muscle in the rump. Less money than fillet, more flavor like rump. The daddy, man. Dry-aged fillet sharing steak. And the rump cap, Brazil's favorite cut of meat. Oh, some of the most amazing cuts, but how do you cook them? The best way to have your grill set up is half and half technique. So charcoal on this side, no charcoal over here. That way we can hit it hot and then move the cut of meat to the indirect side and get the temperature up to where we want it. There's 3 cuts here that we're gonna score the fat to help it render, give it a bit of a head start. Starting with the sirloin, so we're gonna score it and then hit it with some salt. And we're gonna do the same again for the rack of lamb. We really want that fat to render so it can flavor the rest of the cut. And now with this big old picanha, I mean, that's gorgeous. We're just gonna do a bit of salt and some mustard powder. It's gonna give it a nice depth of flavor, give it that kind of wasabi vibe. Wasabi! We're gonna start with the biggest cut, and that is the rump cap. The bigger cuts are gonna need more time. And then we're gonna do that rack of lamb, beautiful French trim. That's gonna go on. And of course, the fats start to render and they start getting flare-ups, so we're gonna move it. It's all about moving your piece of meat from the direct side to the indirect side. So let's get the sirloin on the grill. And we're gonna go fat side down. Use your tongs to make sure you get some perimeter work done. Sometimes with steaks, you know, people think, oh, it's just this side and this side. Well, what about the circumference, the perimeter? You want to sear all that lovely fat and meat, not just the 2 big flat sides, all of it. That sirloin fat is rendered beautifully. All right, now it's time to get the rest of these cuts on. Starting off with the biggest ones, the rib cap roast. This is gonna be gorgeous. Ribeye is my favorite steak of all the steaks. And now the red deer rack. Oh, I can't wait to taste this. Looks so good. Now it's the beef rib trim. And we've got Cajun spice on this one, just salt over here, no pepper yet. With the aged beef rib trim, you can either hit it slow and low or hot and fast. And we're gonna go hot and fast because I wanna eat and I wanna kind of get people excited about the food that's gonna come, you know? Because this is packed full of flavor. All right, so we're gonna give these guys a bit of a turn. With the steaks, you need to move them around. They gotta be active. You wanna get a sear and build a lovely crust on the outside and bring the middle bit up to temp. So what I'm doing, say, fillet, I want it rare. So I'm gonna like cook that to about 39 degrees and then let it rest. With the other cuts, there's about a bit of fat in there and I want that fat to render because you don't wanna bite into lukewarm fat. So with those steaks, the fattier ones, I take them to about 45 degrees. Oh, there we go. 45, yeah. Is there anything more beautiful than dancing fat? Now that venison's a bit more rare, so I don't want to overcook that. I want that properly, you know, rare, medium rare inside. With the lamb, I really want to go kind of medium, just medium to medium rare. Blushing, I want lamb blushing, but fillet, rare. Sirloin is done. And then this is where I'm gonna put some pepper on it. No pepper till the very end. If pepper goes on hot heat, it can burn and go acrid. It can taste bitter. So we're gonna pepper right at the very end because when that steak's resting, it's still cooking. All right, we've hit temperature on all of our cuts. Let's get them off and eat. Woo! Look at the bounty of awesomeness. I'm gonna go for some fillet, man. It's the premium cut. Worked. Melt in your mouth. Red deer, man. Nothing better than venison. Plus they forage on the best grasses and flowers and herbs. The depths of flavor. Rump cap. Oh, look at that. Rib cap roast. That's just so tender. Oh my gosh. That is beautiful. A lamb chop, man. I can propose marriage to it. These flavorsome cuts of meat have been matured, they're grass-fed, packed with flavor, like levels of flavor that you wouldn't get unless you hit a traditional butcher. Traditionally cut by hand by the Donald Russell expert team of butchers in Inverrary, and then delivered straight to your door. Good meat, good times. It's competition time. Swipe up and check out the link on Donald Russell's website, and you can be sent a big old box of awesomeness.